September 1st, 2021. Na chese January aba abestenko February, March, April, May, June, July, August abestenko. Yesi busumi no na yenim se ebeba entem sei. Sesi afi de ye kekako bronya. Enti wo bibi ya ye nentem na mo amotena se no e na 31st. Muka asere o say next year will be my best year. Next year will be my best year. Emrena so. Ye no enye esi. Esi anisa. Enti wa o say oh next year will be my best year. Next year will be. Know that this is the time for you to stand up and do whatever that is on your plans and also on your mind. And I'll pay you sign amo akwaba we e Ghana Daakye Jumedie e wo ITV. Yeda wase de bia se ukoswa na uma we fidie no eda hanom say ai ye de yie pa medi Afia Maamo na pay me ne Daakye hima Afia kunwa ene atena se a de bon kwata no ensem a edi ehwim ewom ena ye ba behwe na ye di nkomo ya bobo bi so ede atwe won so wo fie ana ba bi a wo hwe ye efi bia no wo betumi akọ www.itvghana.com eno your website ye the stories bebre egu ho nti anytime any day no wo betumi akọ ho wo benya current update and latest news itvghana.com pe nti de bia na wo sori a wako itvghana.com na wako kohwe eneme bi edi amai na wasi asha se wo mocho yenina yebeka se nyame enhwemoso na openi edi ababetu dwa se wasi na mocho no mo amudi apo no munjai na eba edi nsunsu aso eneba enimguase no nkwa ya dimwa enti no mo amucho wasi na moye mo adwin se o apo no yebo mpa yesa apo no be so evemo me bompa yese apono ebe so evemu na anapenso arehosem bi say papa 45 years we defile kindergarten ni akola kitwa kindergarten until you can imagine 45 years na make an that my system room o say yenya ne den yenya ne den you drew high beka one but sister oh me judge no na so aso che o se ya fama papa no emu odu na so me didi say ye ne sanso a o mo besesa afi yoko itvghana.com na yen share ensema ekoso ewo ho but before that na yemfa daily guide and share say enfama daily guide front page and I pay or say I will work with you on Airbus, other cases, Attorney General to Special Prosecutor. The Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Godfred Yeboah-Dame, has assured the new Special Prosecutor, Kisi Ajibane, that he would not hesitate to collaborate with him in big corruption-related cases that are still unresolved. He said issues like the infamous Airbus scandal, which rocked the country in early 2020, and all others outstanding that were filed before the office of the previous Attorney General, the previous Special Prosecutor, will be worked on. The Attorney General, AG, gave the assurance when the new Special Prosecutor called on him yesterday to discuss issues affecting the anti-graft office. Your best stay on 30 and page 3 Honoma Daily Guide. Nana cut sword for $145 million new stadium. President Akufo-Addo has cut sword for work to commence on the construction of $195 million sports facility to be used for the 13th All-African Games to be hosted in Ghana 2023. This excludes other initial ancillary projects which would have included a 50,000 sector capacity stadium and a sports university at Boteman along the Accra-Tema motorway. Yabako page 6. 6 arrested for robbery. Wait, that's a coincidence. Page 6, Daily Guide. And I said 6 arrested for robbery, murder. 6 persons have been arrested by the police in Ashanti and Savannah regions, respectively, for robbing and murder. The suspects have been identified as, by the police as Kofi Poku, Dennis Atta Asamoah Senior, Dennis Atta Asamoah Junior. Let's do no. All drivers' mates, Asante Edward alias Oboy, Dauda Apia, and Yusuf Abdullah. The acting Director General in charge of Public Affairs of the Ghana Police Service, ACP Kwesi Ofori, in a statement yesterday said preliminary investigations by the Ashanti Regional Police indicated that suspects Kofi Poku, Dennis Atta Asamoah Senior, Dennis Atta Asamoah Junior, and Asante Edward allegedly stabbed a 22-year-old hairdresser apprentice identified as Sherifa Yakubu at a spot close to Kumasi SHS, popularly known as Kumaka, at Asokore Mampong, after snatching her bag. Still on page 6 of the Daily Graphic, conjoined twins get 40 million Ghana cedis check from president. Conjoined twins get 14 million Ghana cedis check from president. The Chief of Staff, Akosia Frema Osei Opare, on behalf of President Akufo-Addo and the state, yesterday presented a check for 14 million Ghana cedis to settle the full cost of the surgery of the conjoined twins at the Ridge Hospital in Accra. The presentation is in fulfillment of a pledge by the president made in July during a visit to the family of the twins and doctors who will perform the surgery. Presenting the check to officials of the hospital, the Chief of Staff was hopeful that the release of the money will make way for the purchase of equipment to enable doctors perform the surgery on time to save the lives of the conjoined twins. Yemko, page 7, Daily Guide. Ministry of Information rallies support for media programs. The Ministry of Information has organized a conference with development partners and private sectors on how to provide support for the media. According to the Minister for Information, Kojo Opon Nkrumah, just like other estates of the realm that genuinely deserve investments to improve their quality of output. So the media require relevant, timely, sustained investment to improve the quality of its output. Yebeko, page 11. Daily Guide, page 11. Man 45 defiles girl 6. A secret video taken by a neighbor has led to the arrest of a 45-year-old man who allegedly defiled a 6-year-old kindergarten pupil at racecourse near Sotom in Accra. Fancy ha Daily Guide do ono so de abano. Eno no ye ka wo se anape eye jumeko bi na so yasne. Lag media sebra for all your printing items. On be show ayo kama say a posters and also sell your funeral booklet, organization booklet, PVC ID cards, also customize mag, wooden lapels nina lag media sebra wonum aseye obeyo kama o sakumono lag media any CNJ hospital no NAD enhwenim enche bia no mema wo number na offer wo. Madam Yonko. Anope yebesan so ma wache sunko kra yebesha ase dia na Ghana's favorite newspaper Daily Guide obokrata no ene de besha ase front page emrantie ensia emfoni gugu hase sanso so na special prosecutor kisi ejabin wono so emfoni eda hawaji ni suit arenetai kama openi nanim sire ka Ernest Kofi Adu na no pe watra ba wabomu amane se Attorney General na afei so no was wafo wono ne hwe attempting ne so metwe Minister of Justice Godfred Yebu Adame sabre wabo special prosecutor wo akisi ejaben anohuba se sabre wonu be wafo mu de bia e de aboa no emma adwuma ye de ahye ne nsa kataso share pro yo dwum kankan panfo de asoa no se wo mehwe na wontimi enchichi panfo bi na ano entimi entwa kra wo mem no wonom ebeboa ne pa no nti no se wo hia mmoa bi anase bibi echi na adwen so a emma ne ntwentwa ne nase kwantem pa no wonmo emfampini wo no na obi na wonmoa na emma bi ho no wonfa emma wo no na no twa se wote asem bi so anase wote bibi efa asoe bi ho yetu wote bibi efa wopani bi wo mem hu se nyoma bi ebobo bansem bi wotete se kata so hye wo man ni sika wo ye ni biara na wo ye no entwa ye a wote a wo se emma ne nyina nkran mi tete nkran ne wonye hwehwemu esene fata ansa na wetu anamo bi ede afa ho na wo se enye no nko afa so no se wo hia sika bi ede adidwuma bi ewo ne office anase baby wo na mane twentwa ne nase kra entempa no wonmo emfa empini wonom asonte na wonye emfa mon wo se akadie bi a wo hia ewo ne office ho ayede amano no eno so no mampanifo asonte na wonfa emma na ntimi moye pa ma adeso ampanifo de aso ano no wontimi enko jojojo enkonkodu na niso ade hunti a wonom ede pa no so no wonfa enkodu ho atani general mechoira gofred yebo adame esanso atwemu a wo se 2020 ade ansem bi ebobo bae besi nne sabre no akase nsemu a ewo ma no makopo no kakra ede aba meche aba scandal bae no wo se sa asem no enye sate ada wo se da bi sabre de wo hye ewura kisi ajaben so won sori waka na sansemi wonye ehwehwemu emfanfa ho na nukure bi a ewo mu no emfa emeto mo nti wo se enye no nko nia eye nsema hodo a ekoto kani special prosecutor Martin Alamisi ABK Amidu ekoto na pono so a na waguso eka ho sima wonum anwia mpa no pomasibra woja eto sansem ni nyina no wonsom no wonye ehwehwemu emfa ho na nukure bi ewo mu no emfa meto mo nti na obi bia wo sefata se etwena so e wo saa kwan so no wonum emfa saa so twenu emfa emma no wade nsem we nyina atu nanim enu ada wabre owura kisi ajaben ebo anan ekọ ne nase ne kokodi nkomo bi efa adwuma wonum ede ahye ne nsa na afa so no anamo sese wotuo ene wode sansem we nyina ede etu nanim a wa hye ne se woswafo wonu na da sikasema no metre finance minister wo ho ede manu se bibi ni sikasem bi na se echi na adwen so na se wo hia bibi antempa no wonmo amfampin wonum ebehwe so obeja asa sika mu ede amanu na nnu atimi abo ye pa ama na adwuma ye de ahye ne nsa no atimi awie pe wo se enye no nko ne office ho no wonum ebema no mpanifo a wonum ebebo adwuma ewo ho ma bibia awie peyo wo se obema no aloyafo a ebeboa no ama no abo adwuma wo ho na afen so no public service workers ne so no anasa ban enwumekuo ahodo a wo mamu so no se nsem biba no wote efa ho a entempa no wonmo emfampin ya de wonum ina sabre no wonum enne ba bebom aye adwuma ama mampani ni so ade hunti a wo paw no enne course office wo no etimi awie peyo kratafa etoso miensa ena mede etoaso ede amamu no eno ada mampani akofo ado metwe Ghana mampani wokopie mu ewo botema wade aso akwa fom a wo ba besi stadium kakra efe ye pass wo wi a ebe efe pa ewo mamu mampani chese enche eye 2023 agukensie bi ebe koso eye all African games a ebe koso wo man Ghana ena side media eba besi stress na nuti en wode asokobo ho enu a watwem se sika eda so a wode eba beye sa stadium yi eye $195 million en wode eba be hye sa dwumadie ase a stadium no wo se eyade a wo hwe se ne tie na wo wi a ebe ye fe pa wo ba bibimemu ha ebe demu sonko kra na enumu no en wo se eye 13th All African Games a Ghana ena ebe host 2023 no nuti ani trimupo a wode sa asoi ekobo ho na wo hwe eniama hodo a ebe hyehye manase wo ba beye ewo eye botema ho enra bebe wode aso ekobo ye no no ewo enkran eye akwamoto we kwantempon ne so na edi kan no watwemu ese eye 50,000 seater capacity stadium and wo ba be ya eno no eye sports university eno so no ebekom ewo ho enya no nko wose eyade ye first and second phase no senya wonum eba abeye nini edi kan no 1,000 seater competition swimming pool obeye bi ewo ho afa 101 10 lane competition swimming pool ebekọ so 8 lanes warm up swimming pool afa 1,000-seater multi-purpose sports hall Emma basketball and so ebekọ so ho afa badminton and so ebekọ so boxing table tennis afa nso no weightlifting 5,000-seater temporary room Emma handball volleyball and afa nso judo afa karate bia ombo karate e wo so no mampani etwese ebi ebekọ ho taekwondo and so no wonom bi e wo ho 5 tennis court complex 1,000-seater center court and so eka ho ebie afa 6 line warm up athletic track and also mampani etwese wonom ebeye bi e wo ho na afa 1 FIFA standard football training field as our way now was the first phase in sika ebeko mu eye $145 million and our di ebeshem na enu etwe no was enye no nko eyade sa adwumadie no wonom ehwese eye 6 kilometer single lane road wo beye bi ho na afen so 3 kilometer double lane road no so wo beye bi ho na timi abo ye pa ma agudie bi ekoso ho a wonom ekita ahyan hodo ebeko no traffic enkoche wo kwan no so anuti ena wonum edi we na aba abeshem na enum no ena mampani edi tu dwa wabo de asobo ho wie pe ena wo twemu ese sabre de aban ese agina ye pa se stadium no wo si a nyome bi wo ha wo so wo de hyehyem na ewie pe na ni so ade ho pese bepiem ewa bibimam ha wonum ewie a ebeye krabehwe enti no eyade a University of Ghana stadium and facilities ne so no wo beye bi ewo stadium no inside na no so no aye kama sa adwumadie we yina no boteman ena ekoso na mampani asanso eto aninsem eso a wo si wo yade anka afi atwam ena nanka wo si wonum efiase fi se 2023 no ewo heya enko bebia enche beba nanso no covid-19 adaroma enu ntina mpanfo ntimi anfiase nanso no afedie abrewa ayipuma kwanmu a wode aso akobo hoi wonum ebehya ase gidigidi wonum aya ebedu 2023 de na bibia aye kama na wosa all African games eba because 13th all African games eba because ewo maimu no African countries baako adwonunum 55 African nations and wonum na beba be piemu wo man Ghana mu ha afenso no 5,000 athletes bin so ebeka ho aba mampani na no dinsem ko awiye no na wo ball anohuba se na ban ebeye na afamu die bia na ahobo a esefata se wo ye edi twen sa agukensie mu nsime bekoso ewo mem 2023 no wo beye na afa bibia akoso kama afenso no covid-19 adaroma wono betutu nyoma ina kama wo bibia bekoso wo mem bewie a yenko enkote asemfufuro bia enfa enfri etwe kratafa etoso ensia na mede to aso edi amamu anope katai ebomu amane se wonom achi emantie ensia bia wo susu se wonom eya kromfo na afesu no ewudifo na woche se eyade Asante mantem na afesu no Savannah mantem ni mu na nsan kronobo ene ewudie bi ekoso ho eno nenam so a aposifo gina so eye nhwehwemu a wonom akodzo asa emantie ensia nei wode wonom akohye wonom akache emantie edikan eye Kofi Poku Dennis Ata Asamoah Senior Dennis Ata Asamoah Junior che se wenum no wono ya ata ntafo wonum na so eye meti ema eye trotro sanso na Asante Edward alias Obo Dauda Apia na afa Yusuf Abdallah ene samantie nsia sabe aposifo achi wonum no Acting Director General wono ene ye in charge of public affairs Emma Ghana Posi adwumakuo nu eye ACP Kwesi Ofori wono ena krata wode eba montia nsa ehwase no wode tudwa esemrante wono echi wonum eye ehwehwemu wonom eye efasa awudie bi ekoso ewo Asante mantamu na Kofi Poku ena afesu no Dennis Ata Asamoah Junior ene Ata Asamoah Senior ewudie bi ekoso ewa Asante mantamu hairdresser apprentice bi ana wo kwa adwuma eye Sherifa Yakubu emrante ekotwa ne kwanmu ewo Asokore Mampon eno no ewo Asante mantamu ena wonom eje ne bag edi efri nsem na saade ekoso no enam so ma abawe wonu epra ne pre mu awem ye pa enam so ma wode no ekoto menhia government hospital a wonum eguso a doctor for gina no so ehwe no se ne ho beton ma wasan so akofie akotoa na adwuma so na afen so Savannah Mantem no Yusuf Abdallah na afen so Dauda Apia enso so no kronobo bi ekoso ewo ho na wo susu se abrantie bi a wono no gold detecting machine wode bo na bra wonum ekotwe tuo edi gina no konso egi edifiri nsem na wonum edi dwane ye na de aposifo ensa aka no susu se samrantie ene bossa brano enutino eye posi sahini SCP ofori chese wode wonum akwakosi won kokon wo yenhwehwemu de afa wonum ne senti wode aseda pa de ekọ ma de hye wonum ewo Asante Mantem na afenso no Savannah Mantem se wonum ebo aposifo ma watimi akozoa saa emrantie ensien kata fe tosu ensian na no kata esanso abomu amane se enrada Chief of Staff Maame Akosua Frema Osei Opare wogina aban anemu de sika twitwidie billion no wo pepe du 9 empem miensa ene ahankron enan aha miensa ene ahankron eduokron enson atiripo eduonu enwotwe 14,394,397.58 Ghana cedis ni na sankoda ye beto dwa say ye wo wonum eti bom sabresika woje ede ye wonu surgery no na emu odi ye papa mampani ebo anu ho ba July bosum ne mu se wo beboa ema nkoda yi yetimi atomene ne nu ada wode wo se aye ora wosuma maame Frema Akosua Opare Chief of Staff so won fa sikai enkonkoma nkoda no na dwumedie ekoso ewo Ridge Hospital Greater Accra Regional Hospital en wo ba nan edi sika no ede ekokoma mpanifo na afenso no akoda no awofo ewo ho na wabra wo kọ no wo panipa wono na gina mu ede check ede share a doctor for ensa maame Akosua Opare na health minister na ejina mu eje saa check ya wogina namu ede aseda piesie pa na afenso no kwantrefo pani a wono na eda Ghana Health Service ano Dr. Patrick Kuma Abuaje wono na eji sikai en wode ma adokotafo nanumu no en wode aseda piesie pa ede kwa mampani akofo ado so wode wosie ya yonkoda ba na yakoda nda wahu womobo na afa wagina mananemu ade sikai ntise ede ekọ akọboa empanifo nanumu no na wode tudwa se ensae bibia aka ekire bia kade bia wo hɔ mo bi se de boa nkoda ma yetumi eti won mu wo be wan famu de bia de aboa ma nkoda yusu no wonum enya hoto ma me a wode wonum eba wiase so no ne nisuo etu atwa empanifo bia wonum eka ma me Akosua Opare ho ekoye health minister wononyamfo Kweku Ajiman Menu afa information minister Yeru Akwejo Opon Enkroma na chairman a wono da health committee ano ewo mrahebedwem Dr. Nana Ayu Afriye na wono eka ho ede sikai ekopiemu ewo Ridge Hospital enra eda sanso na wosoafo wono na hwe nkrato so no nyamfo Kwejo Opon Enkroma sa bridge wode abetudwa se ensemtrofo wo hwe nyoma ekoso sentro ni akochi ni abunu ensentro betina obi epra no ensentro no obi akunu ensentro no obi trete na afei ne nkwa akoda asenye mo sesa de ha dweye pa enti sa bredie won be wan famu die bia na so ye no atan semtrofo achi enioma bia enkoye e won semtrofo abrabo mu sa bredie won be keka ne o masiani ema opepa ani akomapa won eye adwuma son e de aboa wo man no wonu atimi di wopepa na afi wo ye adwuma no so a esro bie ni akire efise wo ba wo man mu a wo yi mrahye bedwafo afi ho ansem twofo nso no eka ho ebi ena ma wo man enchichire ekoso bibi ekoso na nya ansem twofo nso eboa wo man enkranko enuti no nya ekoso yi ba sa bredie wode na ho odi na ebetai aboa ensem twofo no ma ekoso mabrabo ma enye no wo beboa ako atia katafa etoso dubaku page 11 wopani bia wanya infinhia aduanan enum 45 years akoda infinhia nsia ba 6 years wopani ato akoda yi emuna na arehosem eni se akoda kindergarten osakra ni fi enyiye
and wopani eche no risk course no wo sotium ben sotium won kan pumpuni mantom mu ha and wopani edi saa nyamna nsem no John Arthur ene ne din na kratai ebomu amane a wobi na wokɔhye kokoam wo bra wo di saa bɔne no wo twa ne video ena wode ekɔbɔ empanifo amane nam so ema posifo etu so anamon ekɔzo a wopani na wo kratai ebomu amane a Accra Regional Police Public Relations Officer DSP Juliana Wobin wono na ebo kratai amane a wachete saa brede opani wono machina waye enhwehwemu ede afa ho DSP Obin esanso atwemu se John Atei eye mobile phone a eye obi atwa ede bro wonum ene wogina so ekɔkye no enye se bosiremu kan na sa atesem ene wogina so ede ekɔkɔkye ti saa brede adanse ewo hɔ de nanso no won eye won afamu de bia na enhwehwemu ewo hɔ no aye na asotwe ewo hɔ ede ma wopani wonum afa so ede atwena so
afa yanko daily graphic no daily graphic page front page or say our authorities invasion of streets by child beggars our authorities helpless. We are asking a big question with a big question mark. The menace of street children in Accra is getting out of control, and the Department of Social Welfare under the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection seems to be helpless consistently. The Daily Graphic has touched on the menace and its repercussions, but it appears there is no end in sight. As more children are onto the streets of Accra, the national capital. Yanko page 16. Page 16, Daily Graphic. SNIT pays 1.66 million invalid pensioners. The Social Security and National Insurance Trust, SNIT, says this year it has so far paid 1.66 million to invalid pensioners under its invalidity pension, with some of the pensioners being as young as 30 years. The invalidity pension benefit is paid to members of the scheme who, irrespectively of how old they are, have suffered accident or illness that made it impossible for them to work again. Yabefa page 29. Page 29. Daily Graphic, page 29. 22 headsmen arrested for possessing illegal firearms. The police have arrested 22 headsmen at Donkokrom in the Afam Plains North District in the Eastern Region for illegally possessing firearms and other weapons. The anti-robbery operational team led by the Deputy Superintendent of Police, DSP Lovelace Kofi Glago, arrested the suspects last Saturday for possessing a number of unregistered offensive weapons, including machetes, guns, and bullets. Yanko, the back page of the graphic, back page. MOH received medical equipment from German government. The Ministry of Health has received medical equipment and consumables valued at 73,000 euro from the German government to support healthcare in the country. The items include 45 ventilators and 5,000 pulse oximeters, a device that measures the amount of oxygen carried in the blood. The German International Development Agency presented the equipment to the ministry in Accra yesterday. And to Daily Graphic, they are also Ediabano and Madam Yoko.
The editor saw a Daily Graphic de Bokatano, one of the truth and accuracy every day. Front page and phony editor hankwada one sesra dear ewo street mu and phony and waha na enono and a crate bisa was a uba and kind a capital ewo memu capital city pano and kwada one sesra dear nim penifua one my j cronium afasa dear no a had ye pa na asembisano any se and penifono omumwana sadia kosi omumwa Daily Graphic de ka ebo mama ne se wonum hwehwemu a woye wonum ti won ho egu monten so eye hwehwemu ana wo bia bedu bia no enkran bia bedu bia no na nkodai traffic mu na wonum abodompem traffic mu wo be ko na wo ne ho adwa no wote ho no wo mu sasade a ha adwen ye pa enu nti no enam so ama katai se wo hwe nkodai srasra de e won kampuni mantem na ha adwen ye pa enu nti no Department of Social Welfare a wonum ehye ahwe ya ehwe emma ene emmema enkoda na afa so no asetena mu bambo ensem so no kame ese wonum emboa enu nti na saade no ekoso ewo ha enu entwa yi asabrede esefata se empanifo etu hu anamo page 16 na mede to aso ede amamo Smith ede abetu dwa metre Social Security and National Insurance Trust sabrede ayade a wonum etua sika 1.66 million Ghana cedis ede ama penifobia wonum edi dwuma metre invalid pensioners yeka invalid a we brofo so brofo kese bia wo bi wo ho a wo contribute e wo state nanso akwanhyienti no na empofu nya de obetimi aye adwuma biem ne nsa entimi enkona no saafoi enenei won makeka won sase a wetimi edi sasikai abo won ma saabre ye di ehwe won ma sen kakra wo bra wo mo eti ase wo se ebi wo ho a eyakwanhyia ebi wo ho nso so a yare no betimi aka wo ato ho a wo gye wo ho hwe nya de obetimi aye adwuma asen contribute bia no ntina eho behia se wonum edi sasika no edi so wonum asen krata fa etoso ejonu ensiam page 26 eno so no anepe kratai ebomu amane se Rosewood aye giye ewo airport metre tama airport no sabre Samuel Abujina Powanu eneye Minister of Lands and Natural Resource what they atodwa se enhwehwemu pa wahye National Intelligence Bureau NIB so wonu ye hwehwemu trodo emfa sa Rosewood a wogiye ewo port office wo memu no etiamra ebra sa wodi sa Rosewood wo ya illegal way na wo susu sasade na efi Nigeria memu en wodi be piemu ewo memu anko wodi be fa ensuo so enwa na wonum akwakoton ewo amanoni a wo be wo memu a etiamra nti wahye se enmanimia wonu ye hwehwemu trodo emfa ho na wonum a edi be piemu ewo ho na so twen se na fata no yemfa emma wonum page 29 yemfa back page no emfa ensori so ene anopay we Ministry of Health aseye hwe apomuden ho ensem so sabrede wonum dia betu dwase wonum anya akade bia beboa ema apomuden enwumeko no wonum adwun oye wo memu SCP esita ede free German aban ehwa a sika esombo 373,000 euros en wode eba beboa nyume bia wode ba 45 ventilators 5,000 pulse oximeters and no afidie bia yetimi ede checke yehu oxygen dodo a ewo mojem na afenso no akade ahodo na asui ehia se wode ebo adwuma no wode aba Deputy Minister of Health Miss Tina Mensa wono na gina anamu egi sa nyomen edi free German Mission German Embassy wo penipa wono na danwo hence Hegel wonu na dis anomen de ba ya wahye bose German aban no wasinkete se obeboa ma apomude ho nsem ewo memu no etimi agina brand ewo manuti ene ka ne sase de ba ya namso mo de asida pese pa de akọ ama German aban.
Right, about social welfare for street children. Don't you think say the time is now? Say social welfare for best story. Because in Korea mugu abontia expose you to so many things, abuse. No mwaba. Omu ni baby da and social welfare na waso mo yes ade bom. Dodo na nso e ya hoho. Unse se Nigeria omu abra sa ade no. Unse na make ase senko me bank betimi abo apa. Dodo na ya hoho. Efi ase na ya hoho na omu bank kakran tisi Ghana for na hu se e business asika wo. Tisi omu so de omu ho ahye obedu na maame no wote waka ne na atoso na enkwala no okoje ba na odi ama no edu animre a obedu no kyese omu aponja na omu kan musika e ha adwiye pa e wo se gender ministry no any social welfare any wo because sometimes any mguase papa obi be your mem to beka se oman Ghana for and so akoko bebre na efreme ha adwen
Casover pass yase. Unse ye koye mampenfo pamo mu free ho. Wo de ye pon akona ko hwe.
Ye hwe ya. Na
runabout no omo giafa.
Ai, na de chia kra no mobile.
Runabout no omo giafa e ha dweye pa o se mpenfo hwe pa.
Bricks cry ye de atoto ho. Se be o munti mint na so.
Omo
solution bi aso not
solution. Obi timi wa relax obi kra timi da so. Enti no we wo se mpenfo we am ombe pam omo baye. Omo atiada. Obe pam omo no acha week no masia be hwese nkofo ye koyi omo fi we omo wo ho ana set se obe pam omo ba ko no omo atia de se omo ya ade omo be pam omo ba ukwa enwuma bebre obe pam o ye kasa kire ebia bebia team penifo omo ti we pure water e no di simi so ade be san no enye sika na so onye
na no se na ye kasa pure water sika wo mka ye ko tombi
Ejuma boni nti se kro no
ai
nti nkura na mutete won na street ne so na wokonya eku boni de ho kobata anhwe yi a na kro no bo
na abuse
na fe drugs na enyo basa na etoto aso na ekoso wo man mu
nti we de ye best way simply form na easy form
papa
me 1 minute pe me benaso
sa
aha wo si yenye ne den
we oyetiawa e wo sempen for castrating
okay
we yenku uti ase na sesa we nu nko ato a nu kwa no e ya de mu a
ezi papa na we defile kindergarten akola no sister say yen castrating no nyam na me kan ebusa yen fa mu si ha na nyake ni na yen fa nfa so mamo we Ghana Daakye jumedie ewo ITV enti anape bia wo sori a na wo de video no atoka wo pie nso na ye Instagram na wo be ko Facebook wo ko ITV Ghana onsa ebe kan ye website so www.itvghana.com and also wo benya the latest update on news bibia ewo honum mame fa number ma oniento ade kaka 0243952785 0243952785 Lag Media Esebra for all your printing items. Midi Afia Maamo minute dachi hima Afia konwa ene etna se anape edide we bon kata no munsem no ebe so mo ye sorry so.
Medofo aha eye Lag Media na Lag Media jumenia yedi wa ha no ene se ankwankwa mo pese mo ye t-shirt se yan sorikuo bi anase mpo eye yiye yo bi anase bia wa odi wo birthday na wo pese ye customized t-shirt e de ma me kire se jumenia bi e fa t-shirt ho de baby ba ko pe and wa ene Lag Media.
We are also into large format prints and cards. We do embroidery, t-shirt printing, PVC ID card, mark printing, and many more. You can call us on 0243-952785. You can follow us on all social media handles, i.e. Lag Media. We are located at Sakumono Estate Junction, adjacent the CNJ Hospital.
Lag Media!
Your one-stop shop for all your printing needs.
So I do my from last night. This I want to call me fair. I'm a deba. You do a him one night. I swap road doing the young babam branching. I bring a lap. Oh, about that. Can't tell you. I want to bring a lap. Oh, let up enough. My watch you want to do. What is that? Come and say if you can. Wow, I'm so talented. Malcolm to time 50. Can't you know anything? Can't I don't find it. No, driving on my way. Hey, Yeah, we go meet him now. Me learn say they believe you. Oda, you are not go meet him.
Hey, my brother, no, man,
But I want to find him into the piano with the wood to them. It's a woman, I guess a woman, no one swing a like. Oh, hey, you put it in your soup. That's a woman, shrimp in the jasmine. When you put up by your young mammy, that's a man or the one over your.
Yem papa up to date being there. It was a water. If you were just the cow, it was a sonadroman. It was yem pipe on the dead. If you were to sonadroman, a corner, yes, then near real food. And I was Some no remain. Your body has no remain. Your body has 10 ashes. This body has been a killer you. So you have no do a survivor. Small on you, we are on you. You have not let me have our pieces. We are the bomb, but too pride, yeah. Not too pride. What is sticking to you? Me as time.
Wahala for ladies yard. Welcome to ladies yard. This be the ladies yard. Trouble in ladies yard. Wahala for ladies yard.
Ladies yard every Friday 7:30 p.m. and repeat Sunday 6 o'clock p.m. only on IT in Nyamapankwa.
My name is Kofi. It's all about coronavirus pandemic. Countries under lockdown. People are being quarantined, all because of the virus. But still, some people do not believe the virus is real.
Hello, Mama. Hi. So, how are you today? I'm fine, Kwame. Kwame. No mask. At least, cover your mouth with a tissue. Always leave. Coronavirus is real.
Mama, you two they believe all these things.
You should take it serious. I mean serious.
Forget about coronavirus. It's not real.
Whilst others believe it's real, they do not believe in the precautionary measures. Washing of hands frequently, practicing social distancing, and so more.
Please let there be small space. I beg social distance.
What did you do too much? They social distance. Yana ubenya. And your social distance, the Ubenya as a winner. And they China should they quarantine away with much too much. Oh, Africa. Sadina come hold to Africa, can hold the Pecasa too much. They never put much juice.
Massa, don't insult me. It's for your own good.
Own good, Ben. Ubenya. What did you do too much?
Others also believe in spirituality and religion.
Please, why is the nose mask?
This hot weather with nose mask. Bah. Only God can protect us, not nose mask or sanitizer.
I listened to all these negative responses about the virus, which made me think the coronavirus is not real. Few days after the lockdown, Kwame developed high fever and other symptoms of coronavirus. He was afraid to call the emergency line 112 for help because of stigmatization. Kojo also started feeling the same symptoms, but he decided to hide it, thinking the symptoms would go by their own. Later, he died. Now, I believe the virus is real. It's so dangerous. I contracted the virus due to ignorance of the preventive measures, deluded by my friends. Few days, I started feeling the same symptoms. I wanted to hide it since there wasn't any specific cure for the virus. But I boldly call the emergency line 112 for help.
God bless our homeland, Ghana, and make our nation great and strong, bold to defend forever the cause of freedom and of right. Fill our hearts.
And they came to my aid. I tested positive, but with the help of the Ghana Health Service, I was fully recovered. Don't hesitate to call the emergency line for help when you feel the symptoms. Coronavirus is real. Don't listen to friends. Some of the symptoms are fever, tiredness, sore throat, and many others.
This too shall pass, for the battle is still the Lord's. May God bless us all in our homeland Ghana and make her great and strong.
Homeland Ghana. Onyame Ishira Emperor Ghana so.
For my Mrs. and our Sibiana Mwakaba, so go so I share ITV Ghana Daakye Jumejin. Yet the Wonka Tadum Pesembesemu Ababesenko, Afia Maamo, and Afia Daakye Ma, Afia Akonwa, Womo Atanase, Abon Samni Beso, Eddie Amaye. Now Fini Druswono, Eyankunya, See, Sinkunya, Ghana Daakye Jumejin, Eswo, Nafi Yatwa Jene, Ashe Sene Ghana, Besi, Eja, and Sony Daakye, and Sutumia Queen. Now, Comedica and Nayete, Eddie Freeholm Bayesama, do Numedunu, and Temnum. CDD4 report be about mountain so and then I share na yedi home komo and tempeya na fe ya konia ewo hobim survey Center for Democratic Development CDD omo yaba beto dwase majority of Ghana for no kamea say omo lack confidence ewo Ghana man pen na dan kokufa do musem obetumi akon etia katasese ewo oman emu na nipa be 2400 money omudin kitahudi no emu 62% echemsa na nado die ontumi corruption ewo Ghana mayimu eno ene ba bedi hu nkomo edi kan dia ma wo ewo nenkunwasie no emu na mene Jacob Ison Junior public health expert and Afia so no social commentator atenase a wo ba beboa na edi sansem hu nkomo Ison akwaba
nia
empomo ko de
nyamena dom at the party and say, let me nyame Ghana no juice and a shen no juice. Let me pour one glass. That's just say, but beer, now my pump in a CP, esita, and it's some JP.
Okay, all right. My no was a pain so to me about now. Minjisa when your bray I share CDD Ghana for report no ye pa na somehow do mo kan Ghana for do be na madwena yo montanta do one we say 62% chim say omo njindi sagana man peni mitumi akọ corruption e wo Ghana mayimu.
No correct. Scientifically correct. The thing is so we share even the transparency reporting about from the past years for about 6 years now. Corruption move from 41%. Now call 40. Now about 42. Now about currently corruption a dipping ecosro. Also figure the lower now the higher was called natural corruption bafem. The lower now figure natural corruption ecosro. So see Ghana your corruption at that 40%. That means corruption ecosro in terms of the current president administration. And the only what it takes to fight the corruption. So see the corruption in nature assuming judgment death. Also say nipa sua de ko akiri bebre na wanfa emra and guide human behavior properly so na emra no and responding to the current trends omo outwit the system no sa na ekoso typical example here o hwe article 71 ayina tokuro na hyehyɛ hɔ no ɛno na breed corruption ɛkɔ soro so what I say eti na nado ɔte ɔte si ya na nka minim sɛ ɔyɛ lawyer that is what yɛ nyinaa
ɔyɛ lawyer
good ɛna yɛ nim sɛ of fighting for human rights and corruption ebo good eba ne say no na brɛ so corruption no are graduated to a different level higher level eti sama focus o mu nyi gidie wɔ nu so betumi ayɛ no korɛ ba me example on say ɔkɔ outside so ɔkɔ pɛ 170,000 loan aba me bo a ɔba yɛ na judgment debt eba 170 the same figure na okope buy no the same figure no judgment debt at the court was aboka because no na okope be say tua interest won as at now omo cost judgment debt ni nyina no ye omo hwe e say ka by now say ye Dubai for wo mra bi say wo ye corruption ni ye chill ana wo wia de na chill a omo cost system no e ye adwuma anopa ye won mo ye day and ye night to mo run 24-hour court system.
Okay.
Ghana are you telling me say you run a 24-hour court system in Ghana?
Say you human resource in the
you human resource no Ghana ha. You need lawyers. You need judges. And no crampo create a juba more. You youth now every universities now no. Who run a 24-hour shifter who absorb the same number of people no make do the day no and they and you can create employment we call hospital mo run 24-hour service you need nurses some call day and health staff complete them call day and one call night good it the identity no your lawyer no until me run a 24-hour justice system in this country and you born no born and now we said that say on corruption that dinner you be this kind no na me no be kasa I say Jacob to grow na da no obi edi edi sika awia sika kɔ na me na me besi no la ka se me kɔ election no so ma moka na so wonyo ma ba pa me ka se direct
omo nyina adwen no
se
okonkon de se kwaya ni
kwaya da o sino so be wura hobi yes enti ye mabru na se de se ye be sori waka ne ye di president to say we a lawyer ni o man pani bi oba ebetwa bu kɔ ye no ebe ye constitutional review ana etuatua sa niam no wo ba ye o meto aso enfie numunie eti wudi atem enti o say mabru no fin o mo se e de kire amane say yen ko se ye constitution no ni adapt ayi ye fan say Dubai o mo mra no a wo wiade a ni ekum ye fan say corruption ni ekum ni yen ko China o mo so wo samra ni bi ho ye the road construction e ma contract ma na oko this kind one road ni ya ye kum ni obusuafo nyina eno tina China for mo nya corruption no for mo nya construction ahwe so busi yam construction at a cheaper cost and quality yen ko adapt samra no se be ye pese adapt the fight corruption na do me yen ko ye constitution review na ye no ye process na ko si baabi and the white government white paper kra buy ye implement it and yes is constitution no how to live its usefulness. So what I say, ni adapt China for emra na the fight corruption no, any Dubai for emra na the fight corruption no. Ni run 24-hour judicial service. And you do asema na your final say when the corruption where we sika and adwonu ye bu ofo na no na ekwan mo fa sukum mo nkrofo no esa no. Ni e do afa so na court no do afa mra kwan so ni yakọ eliminate you.
Say e ba na sa na nia ye ka say kamam kebinu na eno enye adwuma.
Eno na ye adwuma tie Dubai ahoye desert o. Esa human behavior nti omo de mra ato ho say wonim na uwia ade a
ye man na de a
oban ye bekum wo ye corruption o bekum
tiade na nye punishment anu odin say ekunku a ekunu be
the thing say you are dealing with human behavior and you don't reward bad behavior. So why psychology? Once you reward bad behavior, you see the bad behavior reoccurring. We will go to corruption across Ghana ha any part 62.
And then come say dey nkwa na my page.
Because the government no reward corruption.
There's a what the corruption for one on kabibi fight
on kabibi and for any punish corruption because acquire party oriented people into the more to say me dey no ni amawe o your party ni here master je contract we na me dey ama no waje woji a na me si akire ho no ma me cut so na oman ni na ebridi Omo misconception be say Oman ne wo sika on na the best payer in this enti Oma botokro na ya roba party price not their or the contract na ma no obia no esi echi no abeje percentage so what I say na a taxpayers money ne ko adentina time sa judgment debt in the buyer no the chancellor of Legon almost year Zoom conference on government judgment debt for the past 20 years. I was part of online conference. Master, revelations we have been show. Hey, I'm for your research for the past 20 years judgment debt. They say that they say sa judgment debt no mean no mo for death penalty and so and find the reward. What cause judgment debt, I was say a sentence to death. Let me make I say the best thing is the first people are yes I don't know. You go Dubai. Omo mramu no. Omo osa emra no ho. Eno na aboama Dubai, abaye Dubai. Nanka desert so de how to be koye say.
Tie ma wadwuma say ya be hesa abaye ni.
Obaye ni ye. Ena akọ China so no. Enya nko na akọbọ o koye corruption ye ku. When we busuafo nyina ye kumo.
Chere ba nsare de hu beto nipa no so.
That is it. Ena okọ ba bi so a ye twa nipa ti de to ho aho. Na the busuafo no betra ho. Na ma no monsa etini si wo no ye wia na ye de mu nyina mokọ. Eju onko ye
already do e be hwehwe nipa ne but
eno na esepu nipa behavior say me nso me nkonko ye ba ye ha de ne de nipa no eye corruption a no de no ha bata party party
ade ha ye o se
eti ade chi ne ye punish nipa na oye corruption no to death
at least onko dem ne nko na nyina
dabi another move bi a ma corruption ko high ne say NDC ni eba na obefa ado ho na oye corruption do diska na omode ne kotuma MPP government ba no ama no amnesty wohu abuka pele wohu say NDC time odi nsam ye ne kotumu no wohu say na ko fa do ba obema na pardon eti sika no wi ani nyina ne baby ado sika ko share no omo ko enjoy how many years of them eno na efuwa corruption no that is the main fuela Emma corruption kosoro so what ade tinye na yakofa Dubai for emra no ene China for emra no ene be kan emra no ho enka obi akoye corruption activity a ko be careful because you say me ko enye me na be benefit ye be kume o for China de na ye kum ye be kume busuefo nya kan de me nye so ba ye Ghana ha de nipa na why corruption no ne ye bona abaso na ye reward ne yes a chairman
eno ne ade asaye time
eno na ye time corruption
nipa ni fo na time
yes
obi anka ho asam
yes eno ti na ma sisi ano young guys and obi ade no ho share political parties mu
je ko niska kra
ye nya no hwe yeah one time that Alote Jacob no ka sembi o say e wo o kan wo Asempa FM ekosi senso o say ọkọ ankrata ho no ka ankrata nankata se ojejo bi sense na o hwe no kogu nanimu ase obi an no ka kire atama se ankata na jire yedi wechi ye yo ankata aka ejobodo ba dintra sika ere pentia na okojo mo yi no okokoji sika ode ko campaign obotom na alala parties ka hwan letimi achi na tum yes into o say ye adu ye nye sika tin ye pe na makoji sika boto na me atu bachi na ma sa akoche na ma sa be fa so many years akopeska no na way pass o kan wo it is obi ye bold kasa asem wo ya
na say ekoso pa
na ekoso pa obu yusu politics no no mu di enya and the solution is say Emma Bruno mumma yen sorry waka so ohun na yen fight say yen koye constitutional review ye constitution and 1992 constitution no aye dada asai abro ni fie say di so ena tokro na ewo mu no ye mpanifo ne nkokrafo no edi wie Ghana sika so what I say osafo ma for issues no adenti no osafo ma for kokra still oda ho wo government him aye wo youth a wo nim nyanse wo nim de che no enso so no wo kofo aban mu wo sa abeka ayekufo aban ho eno mu di sem funu edi nkokrafo no edi o man na bro omo no ma ye experience in corruption eno omo kire youth na aba no party apparatus no how to do corruption
that is it enti o see ezi nkokrafo no nyina free ho
Argentina ade besi nne constitution review na ebe boane asesa ne ma nya constitution na ka be corruption no then na kufu ado say onye
enti ye hwe aban wei eba yin corruption case be na aba wutumi say wei die at least o betumi ayehu bibi ahwe obi aso a o mubu omani edigu so
the di kan ye my more recent one the health minister case no if I say menu ajima menu nanka eye test case litmus test emma president odibo prove say me nya corrupt na me support corruption so etinka time onu minister na be ka say on tie sika bia ma obi anabede di say oye cabinet member oye parliament member onim emra ni nyina ese nke call ni nyina no de call if attorney general wanye ni nyina no na ese nke honor president ejinedi so ohu oyinedi na nka abeye enhwesodie say me support corruption na me mpe corruption na obi a wo ba me a obeye ade a ebo man no me ntoretu enko oyinedi a ohu nka by now nka kwa enhweso but essence say nya process I go through nyina man crop for no TV so am ehu say papa no e digana bone we di dream we tu sika akoma 6 na o ka say on tu sika bia we nyina no enye hweso de pa e ma the youth so what you say and then ma youth no enya eyawdie say na wo president wo ba no wo be ka che say wo mpe corruption
so what dream say what the mama mu na be pesca dey adwuma for
I don't know what kind ya because the evidence in reality on the ground e opposite dia what kan ye no enti your mind for na say sorry ka say opani what di ehwammo research no sa na ekere on chance say enipa be bre I disappointed the president ni mu so say obetimi a fight corruption no we to corruption ase ono ankasa no or support to corruption ma example na me ma ono e chepefe say ono support to corruption and na nko fe wo no ho no so aye corrupt and na ontimi punish wo because say human behavior say wo reward bad behavior who behavior no say a replicating no
okay
but say wo punish bad behavior who say behavior no extinguish
all right enti ye hwe 48% versus 48%, and almost say government no ability to ensure that rule of law be yejuma. When they answer
apai efa say ya ditu say owo ahoden na eso be say emra be yejuma
na fanso
say dabi
so ontumi
mamra nya juma because o hwe niam oba ye enfie num nia oye no evidence na ho ne nkire say opese oye wo say rule of law opani ye constitution we apa ne mra ho na nke 10 years ese nke yesesa constitution no enjamu 1992 ebesi 2002 se say your hefa ye wo 2021
it almost apa ho ye next time apa ho for 20 years okra
yes eso wo say wo ye emrani nim yo wo ye lawyer o be president o it are you telling me say nanado onimu say constitution no nimra na pa ho ese sesa ni etutu tokotoko na ewo mu no onimu kura no onimu say the previous government no start here mo issue white paper kura eto so enti di na ha no say obehwe ni yaye everything na people be say omo njindi say obeba law aye adwuma Ghana because a whole lawyer no oya ade tantan say na say wutimi hwe ma constitution no you review, you implementing the white paper cover in our constitution as well. Now we are disgrace to the law profession, no. So what I say because who him, what can run who him, and the only constitution, no. A pan them rap home. Toko woman or parating cloth one, Eddie real my sika.
Okay, yes, 57% or more we are surveying, no. James almost per se, Ghana man penny on focus on job creation.
Good. Job creation on a drain any idea. But mention job creation and on the ma youth engage youth no so na omu ye adwuma na boso so ye tue ne kana onya bidi sorting ne how far and a job creation no maybe ma one Once I make a judicial system na ho no. Oko country bi ate omo run 24 hours. Ye wo hospitals wo high run to and tell the judicial service. Ye ntimi run 24 hours. Eno ko abefa se bi asesi ano ye cost system nyina fa nipa 100 a. O run an adjudia kan abefa nipa 200. What create job? They talk to be Sa hospitals na ye jije na sisi wura mu no. An operational Captain Smart can military 38 military hospital ko for starting your mesi a aka wura. Hwesa hospital no 500 bed hospital. Se wutimi wie ye wie o ko complete keke na emia no. Enka onim enipa ebefa omo no abebru kolebu.
Nka necessary wie atifie nya dwuma.
Enka necessary wie awie so munya ko menye all health professionals ebenya dwuma ye ho asin kolebu. So just here because 500 bed capacity must anya easy o. Uni pe ayini pe betu afa omo. Enka betu aka say yes unemployment problem ne won nka so beti say hwi.
Because on be fan nurse.
Eno ni adwen ye ka say ye wo adwen a ye di bu man. So just here professionals na ye sua de no eno na ye na wo say mumma ye direct how is bu ban na nya politicians ko hwe abafo no ene do mu bu man.
Okay.
So just here
Yeah, sure.
I'm talking ho wo hwe 1D1FA a good intervention nka bema friends ejuma aba omayimu ba ye hwe ni implementation no akoye bibia wo ho wo kenka
asomo
me ti hoyi Maji 20 acre land media noni plantation. Uni nipa ya adwuma ho. Me kokko fa business na ndoma ko ya adwuma. Ne matua ka. So what you say?
No call a prison officers ni botoma na so mo de ma.
Say omo the officers do utua officers no what say prisoners no your amount utua omo. And say what say high car ma omo. Okay. So what you say? Emra da ho, eni kwa say so bu omo. Emra da ho. Okay. So what you say? Woni mu say me nya support from any government. But could I buy SSB we no me apply menya even once in menya. And so nipa me employ omo etu omo ka. Me produce ade ama Ghana o. Ye dey hwe Ghana for ye dey say yare o. COVID abai na no aduro nie. Abro ni bayi enti ye say enkofa vaccine. So wa hu. New year buy masa apply o. Bank loan from nya bi o. Yeah, the project is going on. The youth of this country no person we be the more mine no but because of politics in it no ama yentimi yet because bibia nia ye show in the light of politics and
one come you could be
and no na say your mind no my child say mutie politics no a process so you ye leaders ye leaders ni we are see
niaka
ni ye empuntuo oman no betumpon ni emfa ya hoden emfa moa ejeni kwan say the politics e ko share jobs.
All right ebra no ya be enti ne hwe hanso 45% and omo enso hu ni say aban obit na perform much better or better in addressing educational needs.
Yes,
our firm cry 45 day
45
would gidi so betumi aye.
And the high majority say ontimi
yeah
the thing say in the education sector no ajiriga why are there only me support the president for the free SHS maybe educationist is that okay we hear constitution no or can say free basic universal education okay yes start here as your basic from the primary equity JSS me tell me education no so what you say Mr. Nsu want to chair me education the current GES chairman no council chairman fair me peja me saka chairman say Ghana you betimi run free education from JSS from the basic to secondary to university so man be see tumpon because anybody bi wo ha omo wo adwen na ye di sua de na ode bebo oman no but the parents any sika because education is expensive. So and as a nipa no enye sika anko school na obeye social deviant ha oman no chance say oko school. So ignorance is more expensive than say nipa no be enlightened. Enti oman no enhwehwe ye say sika saa ye gold mines na yade no enke ye fa ko education nim na go bia nko school free nipa no ko school no nyanim dia ono a de beye bibi na tu meme die nie so meme call public health ya public health no a me hu say eye chronic diseases no a eba no ebe public health crisis na chemicals need to be solved and me hwe say na solution no wo na mu say wo natural pharmacy your herbal plant no na me hwe say plant ben na what highest nutraceuticals properties na me hu no ni o say me wie no man ko say me kwa kwa the director of baby o mi ankasa makoye production say me dey boa me mind side education na tie enti do na wo ni mu say omo mu say owo adwen pod be yo but nkrofo na wo no ho no ena mwa no ena only the only opepanse obezi omo ha no ebe fi omo efi ho oba how many ministers we you omo fi ho onye reshuffle ena bad people na wo no ho no the same bad people na dey push no etu odebe wo ho meanwhile eya the papa me support oh benye mafobu de nya obi abaye de aboa o now so the people around him no eye enimical to ono achievement.
Okay, all right, you know yedi secret no wo hwe report here abeya then na abayo tesu ni mampeni no omonye na omumfinsi katasese no ase.
Number 1, mumma yenkoye constitutional review no na enkosi na ya adapt Dubai omumra na omo fight corruption no yenko adapt China omumra na omo de adapt corruption ama China corruption ni ho no na yenfa meka ya de no yenfa check constitution ni mu so ohu ye sa de na meka cho say corruption ebe bafem enye rewarding e man crofon ye
okay
sir that is the best solution now na yenkasa number 2 emabru no sorry enkasa because modachi na nkokrafo no ense no o makoye mpani boni o mutifie eti se bon kola no man sorry aka chanse opani anyama na wo ye no wo say and that chirima a future
so omo de ja omo man ko
omo de ja omo man no mabusafo ena de ya na say omo sa twi sika no e di fi oman mu e de kwa abonten uwi akoka say mo mame loan na me fa me manage na nya sabe ne wom enti emabru na wo Ghana no number 2 saman sorry anka say yenko sa constitution no mun need that sanete ena the next thing they say emabru no samu hu so bi ye corrupt practices are ena obi akuta phone wo phone no camera wom twa ade corner all ye na enye no aye corruption no fa wo phone ni twa na fa send media house for to social media say han ba ohun esum edwane say sum ho an krofo di bone e wo sum eti wo ye ne sa no wo bie han no ama sa ade na enye na ekoso no esizi enti youth no enema me nsa na media mamo
me so na wasepam orafo Jacob Sean Junior or public health expert and afin social commentator and no eba ya no betwetwen komo ne Ghana da chidwedi mu fa CDD Ghana report where eba ya chem 62% Ghana for chem na nado and na ban mu ntumi enko kata se ene proye man mu no ene ya ba babubu ho a wa kire kwan ya ban no so mfa so ene no so mfa so a yebetumi abo aban no na wotumi etu sa kata se ene proye no ase yemfa nkomo no ensiye na mo yebetwa ho to na afi so no ya satana sibim na no yetena se behwe private schools so a omo esu se duru nsohwe aye aban no de 30% bi de ma aban schools no private schools no waja omo anase wato ajeje mu na ye be che laptop ama teachers mu fa dimra adada kra din fake names ghost names any ID card eni nyina so eno masesa eri akogugo so mo kwagini nyina corruption e kan ebi ni o se teacher fo mpomu no eyade a corruption amane mu so ewo ho na afensu ne be kan ye enuane a omutie nse ashoto ewo SHS ahodo ewo mayimu no ama anhwe ne 1 September ye be pam ye nkwada ne bebiri na mama kofi because ye aduane a ye de emomodi ye be di we nyina ho nkomo wo ha na wo so ama kwan ne watumi abam bi aba be kire wadwen ti ye twa ho na ye aba ne asan beto nkomo no eso
asɛm bi akyesi a kyɛ sɛ metwɛn na berɛ no so a mɛtumi atoma no ntuo aka nea ɔwɔ bi a siedu a ɛne ne nankɔfa nkwankye no ɛfa wo ho kɔ
sɛ ɛyɛ nokorɛ sɛ me ne wo ɛbɛware a yɛbɛware
hwɛ na wontimi ɛne me yɛ siedu anante bio mu a wohu me ɛfiri nnɛ kwa twɛ mu akyɛ sɛ ma meka kyerɛ wo
Ajare Sheye Wanya Swanding Anti dear.
Awala the brain and a wood chum you are Florida.
As some of them are catch on. I am quite some of the time and some of the master party team. I was so by as some new team. The flow Virginia Hammer. Yes, in reality. The simple little hand.
Odonie Hintasem showing every Saturday 7:30 p.m. and repeat Wednesday 2:30 p.m. only on ITV. ITV in Nyamapankwa.
Your people was great, was pain.